About a year ago, my little 7.5-year-old daughter discovered a book about dogs. And she fell in love with dogs. She loved everything about this book. She learned about dogs, different breeds. She could tell the strangest breeds from a leisurely walk in the park. Now you know where the story is going, don't you? Madam Contest Chair, Mr. Chairman, fellow Toastmasters and friends. So the big day comes when she asks me the question, Daddy, can we get a dog? I put on my power pose. No dog. Why not? I said, I know how this game goes. The moment we get a dog, I get to do all the work. So no dog. But a 7.5-year-old kid is really smart. What does she do? She twists the question. She says, not saying we're going to get a dog, but if we get a dog, what kind of dog would we get? I'm trapped. I have to say, well, a dog like Oliver. Now, Oliver is my brother-in-law's dog. A cute little poodle, lovable. He's just everybody's favorite dog. So you know what happens when you really, really want something? Like you want it in your bones. You want it so bad, like you lust for it. Well, Annabelle did that. And the law of attraction says, what you wish for, you get. My brother-in-law James and his wife Joanne come to visit, and they ask, would Annabelle and her mum like to babysit or dog sit the little dog for 3.5 months while they're on holiday? Well, of course, the girls are so excited. Yeah. But they don't consult me, because on the ranking of family importance, I have it down here. But they take it on with the promise that I don't have to do any work. Isn't that fantastic? So on the day Oliver arrives, he's so excited, he runs into the house, and he's sniffing everywhere. And why is the dog so excited? Because he's found a new house to pee in. And of course, all of us are so excited watching him, because the moment he lifts his leg, it's like a choir that erupts in the room. Ollie, don't, so that he doesn't get to pee. But I know he finds a way to pee anyway. And the dog loves to go for walks. Which dog doesn't? Okay, and on day 1, the girls take him out for 7 times that day. It's like, who needs to walk a dog 7 times? But they want to. Why is that? Well, they love the weather, they exercise, they don't have to cook, they don't have to do the washing. This is amazing. And I'm watching this. This is absolutely crazy. But guess what? Day 2, what happens? 6 a.m. in the morning, as I'm getting up to go and play tennis, the little voice under the blanket says, Babe, will you take Oliver out for a walk? Why me? Isn't that your job? Please, I'm still sleepy. Well, with a request like that, what can I do? I take Oliver for a walk. But correction, he takes me for a walk. It's like it's everywhere. After school, Annabelle comes home. Same thing. Babe, will you take Annabelle and Ollie out for a walk? And again, I do it. Now, what happens when you take a dog for a walk? Inevitably, somebody needs to do a number 2, a poo. And it's not me, it's not Annabelle, it's Ollie. And of course, he would go and find a nice ugly tuft of grass to do. And he waits and he lifts his leg and he drops the ugliest, stinkiest piece of number 2 you've ever seen. Well, Annabelle is watching this with a big disgusted look on her face. And when it's all done, she looks at me and she says, are we supposed to pick that up? This is when I got that real loving parental look. Of course not. Not we. You! You were the one that agreed to do the doggy sitting. You were the one that's going to do this. She reluctantly had to agree. And so I teach her how to do this. I carry one of these permanently in my bag now. So I teach her, when you get the bag, put your hand inside, grab it, see that little prize, and you turn it in, and then you tie a little knot on the end like this. I said, and when you're done, you hold it in your hands, and you've got something to keep your hands warm in the cold times. course, that was only one incident. Because all the other times, I get to take Oliver out. And I'm always carrying this bag like a prize to advertise the fact that I have to take him out at 6 o'clock in the morning. But there was one incident where I got caught out. It's 6 a.m., it's still dark. And I put my hand in the bag. And I tell you, that day, I really felt like dog poop. And then there are those times when we have to leave him at home alone. And Oliver did leave a dog patch on our carpet, so now when we go out, he has to wear a doggy diaper. Have you ever seen a doggy diaper? It kind of looks like this. And he's a boy dog, you see, so it goes across this way. And you wrap it around his, okay, to make sure he doesn't mess. But he doesn't like this. I think he feels like it takes away from his manhood. And he scowls at me with this thing on around his waist. He goes into his bed and he says to me, in dog language, I hate you. But what he really wanted to do was to give me a finger, only he doesn't have a finger. So as I look back over 3.5 weeks of dog sitting, I notice that I am the one that's getting a 6 a.m. exercise walk and at all different times of the day. I am the one who's doing the cleanup. I wipe his paws, I wipe his feet, and I wipe all those sensitive areas because he always jumps up on the couch where I like to watch TV. And furthermore, when it comes to feeding time, this is when the girls don't need my help. Why? Because they reward him for taking me out the house. So the question that always races through my head is, am I the dog or am I the dog sitter? Mr. Chair.